large-scale jade abacus calculation terminal. It's the pride and joy.
We've heard the term jade abacus a few times now. Would you mind explaining?
A jade abacus is just a jade abacus. That's a good question, Mr. Yang. It might take me a minute to give you an answer. The book, Glimpses into the Beyond, describes it as living jade engraved with symbols for divination into the unknown. Just like engraving a seal, the craftsmen of the Xianzhou Artisanship Commission carve faint symbols into pieces of jade and then insert them into machines to get them to operate according to a certain intention. Some jade abacuses are small enough to fit inside bracelets and jewelry. We put the bigger ones into instruments of calculation, so we can simulate the future and learn from the past. Take the matrix of prescience here as an example. As long as sufficient information is provided, it can answer questions on anything. From the evolution of natural phenomena to the metabolism. They say the theory behind the symbols was handed down by Nous, the wisdom walker. The principles are so profound that in the Divination Commission, only the Master Diviner truly understands. Seems like it, but Jade Abacus does sound a lot better. Besides, ordinary computers don't have cool backstories. Technology handed down from even in Madame Herta's space station. I never saw anything related to Nous. Anyway, don't dwell on names. As long as the machine works, what does it matter whether it's a jade abacus or just like today? Would it have mattered if Baichue had brought you here instead of Qingchue? It makes no difference at all. We're almost at the matrix of prescience core. The Master Diviner should be waiting.
Diviner Fu, how are things progressing?
We're fluctuating between the heaven and thunder trigrams. A step forward bridges no distance hence.
And for those who don't speak Fushan,
It's an utter disaster. How's that for a Divination Commission fortune? The matrix of prescience has stopped operating, and the symbols have dimmed. There are Stellaron spirits wreaking havoc inside the Commission, and the Cloud Knights are struggling to protect civilians. I want to restore the Matrix of Prescience, but I have no forces available. And on top of all of that, General, we still have to deal with the Stellaron hunter you handed to us. If that's not an utter disaster, then I don't know what is.
but your Fushan, the seer, the boundless, omniscient, bringing luck and avoiding misfortune is your strong suit.
You don't need to flatter me, General. It's natural for fortune to fluctuate. There's no escaping it. The Divination Commission simply does its best to uncover the good and the bad and then make the right decisions. We have no magical means to turn the tide.
And that is precisely why we need you in charge. When it comes to handling clairvoyant Stellaron hunters, who better than Fushan the seer? As for reinforcements, you didn't think I'd be unprepared, did you? Look, help has just arrived.
Master Diviner, I brought you the guests. Though, it wasn't your order. So, General, even guests are on the payroll these days?
Well, since they're here already, I may as well make use of them.
Entering the Matrix of Prescience without my permission is a breach of protocol. Would be an ungracious thing to say in the present circumstances. I admit I'm pleasantly surprised that Qingchue is often unreliable, but she comes through for us when the need arises. I was waiting for the Matrix of Prescience to resume operations so that you might gain insight into my divination techniques. It was rude of me to keep you waiting so... No need for the formalities. We heard what the General said. If you need something from us, just say the word. Very well, then I'll keep this brief. The Divination Commission is currently understaffed. I I need your help to restart the matrix of prescience space terminals. And... Jing Cui will accompany you. She'll be in charge of restarting the terminal. As for eliminating the spirits... I have divined our future. We are destined to be errand runners. Forever. What? The universal one? Please? Please. Good enough.
Найсуре. Ну що, хлопці, дівчата, фармимо консти. Консти на MC. На Fire MC. Нічого, да? Там сильний супротивник. Найс. А в наступному епізоді Наруто у нас Double Fire. Let's go.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Hey.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Time well spent.
Руки, ноги. Так, та-та-та-та-та-та-та. HP защита. Хороші руки, що а ці херові. Ноги. HP.
Let me see. This is the temporal terminal. Observes the potential of the temporal plane. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to time.
Окей, і що? І що? Шаблон уре.
Do it? Oh, what? You just matched up those steps. The more complex something is, the more important it is to keep it simple. If it's so simple, why didn't your master diviner... Maybe deep down she just wants to be lazy once in a while.
Не шотнула.
These trailblazers, your blessing.
А жаль. Наташа шотнула.
Next.
Оці хоча б з одним життям.
A sharp scythe needs targets.
Папарапапамс. Так, що це? Ага. 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 Да.
This must be the Karma Terminal. They say this terminal is designed to establish the causal relationships between objects. Done. Next.
О, я не помітив. Заникався, взагалі його тут не було.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Фізуха. Ні, ну краще баф атаки робити.
Don't mess with me. Oh, look there.
Хоча у них у всіх фізуха. Ну у них просто тільки фізуха, все рівно Наташа не проб'є ці щити, так що похер.
Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Oh, Star, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Oh, look there. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Руці. Хто такі руки юзає? Якщо хтось юзає. По-моєму, вже ніхто таке у нас не юзає. Да. Що, кулінарія? Курильниця.
Take it easy. There's nothing supernatural on the sea and Joe. It's an aromaton. It's guarding the matrix of...
I feel like it needs a sign saying mortals forbidden or something. Are you?
We're here by order of the Master Diviner to restart the matrix of precedent.
Passage prohibited.
March! You should join the Divination Commission.
Passage prohibitus igor.
Who invited you? Naughty child.
Як тобі сказати, так, що там? Фізаха? Фізура? Фізура.
I'll end your misery. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Відтанчив.
Oh, it looks very
Слабо.
Don't mess with me. A sharp side needs targets.
Ага. А, ні, треба.
Let me guess. Time, karma. I bet the next terminal is energy related.
Darn, spatial terminal. They say this terminal is designed to retrieve information related to space. You probably could have guessed that.
Па-па-па-па-па-памс.
We did it. All 3 terminals activated. Let's go back to the core and report to the Master Diviner.
What a headache.
Це фенікси.
Oh, Star, give these trailblazers your blessing. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Чорт. Не добила. Плюс ще стартанула на тіпа, який не ваншотиться.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Так, це кашкетик. На комусь кашкетик такий стоїть. Ні, ніхто взагалі не юзає цей сет. Давайте хоча б подивимося, що там. Шанс про попадання, да, взагалі діч повна.
I consent now to interrogate Kafka. Those of you in the Corps may feel a few... Are you ready?
Is this really necessary? I said I'd cooperate with you.
I have no interest in the words of wanted criminals, especially those still. So, say what you will. I'm here to witness the divination of the Matrix of Prescience. The Divination Commission has ways of extracting the truth, and they're far more effective than a conversation.
Then please, Master Diviner, witness my death. Not what you were expecting.
I can't believe it. But the Matrix of Prescience cannot be wrong. Kafka has nothing to do with the Stellaron, but you. It's you. Absurd. I'd never have thought it. Ask for yourself. Take as long as you wish. I must report this to the General immediately. Please excuse me.
You go at it. I know you still have many questions for Kafka.
Hi. You haven't changed. I'm sorry you have to see me in such a sorry state. Concerned about me? I'm fine. I didn't talk to you on the train because I knew you and I would get to talk alone here. Worth waiting for, don't you think? You seem to have a lot to ask me. Elio said he foresaw 3 questions, but they would be the same in essence. If I were to hear one of them, I would then... Since you asked one of the 3 questions, it means everything is going smooth. The Enjo-Stellaron problem is not directly linked to us. But if you look at it from Elio's perspective, you can't say the Stellaron hunters are completely innocent. We foresaw all this long ago. Diviner Fu was surprised because she discovered 3 truths. 1. The Stellaron hunters are not enemies of the Xianzhou. You know this now. 2. Someone else brought the Stellaron into the Xianzhou and activated it. A result of both internal unrest and external aggression. Traitor, however, that's all the Master Diviner knows, because Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. He foresaw the Divination Commission using the Matrix of Prescience against me. To guard against setbacks, he ensured that I knew. As for number 3, even in their wildest dreams, the Xianzhou Alliance could never have guessed it. If the Stellaron hunters aren't the cause of all this, then why are Blady and I even here? We're here for you. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? It's no wonder Fu Shen doesn't believe it either. But the Matrix of Prescience doesn't lie. The answer is just that bizarre. The Stellaron hunters appearing here in the future that Elio chose. The power of the hunt is indispensable. And that's why the Astral Express crew had to come to the Luofu and achieve something, and that's why I had to trick you into coming here. I needed you to meet the Luofu's general in person and help him resolve the Stellaron crisis. I needed the Alliance. What do you think? Surprised? The notorious Stellaron hunters did all that just to make you a hero of the Xianzhou? Like I said, Elio withheld key pieces of information from me. The future holds endless possibilities, and knowing the right thing at the wrong time could spoil all our hard work. There is only one thing I can tell you about the future. In the best and the worst cases, you will eventually have to face Nanook, the destruction. And when the portions that neither you, nor I, nor the Astral Express will ever be able to reach. In the vast majority of futures, that's when destiny ends. But if we follow, you know, even eons.
Hey, Locha! You didn't finish telling us about the propagation. Going, it's interesting. So, eons can die.
There is no true invincibility or immortality in the world. Such exaggerations are born of the perspectives of ordinary beings. Nonetheless, ordinary beings could not have orchestrated the fall of the propagation.
I don't understand. They're all eons.
Are you really from the Xianzhou? Other eons aside, surely you must know the story of Lan and Yaoshi. Isn't destroying the Eon Yaoshi the Alliance?
Of course I know. Well, I know a little. My mom made me practice with swords all day. I didn't really go to school.
In that case, let's just change the subject. If you don't know about the feud between the hunt and the abundance, I'm afraid...
Fine. How's this for a subject? What's in the box?
Oh, this one? It's a casket, more commonly known as a coffin. It's for containing...
The deceased?
Yes, indeed. This is just part of my job. I was asked to deliver this coffin to the Xianzhou. I'd quite forgotten. For long life speak.
Nope. The Cloud Knights spend a lot of time on the battlefield. Death is a common occurrence. It's just we don't put bodies in boxes. Coffins. In the Xianzhou, people go to the Hall of Karma in the Ten Lords Commission and consecrate the names and jade abacuses of the dead. The Foxians and the Videodora have their own ceremonies. Foxian soldiers place their dead in starscapes and then let them drift out into the stars. As for the Videodora, they're more mysterious. They say that when a Videodora is very old or has a fatal injury, they turn into an egg that looks like pearl. My mom calls the Videodora long scions. When I was young, she told me stories of how the Videodora could turn. What do you know? Silent but deadly speaks.
Your mother is right. Videodora are long scions. They are descendants of the Eon of Permanence. That was why power was a rare inheritance, passed down only to those who could successfully complete numerous rites and challenges. For the inheritor...
I've heard the story of Long the Permanence and their descendants. Many myths and legends praise the Eon for a rich and immortal life, but for some reason, the Eon disappeared among the stars without a trace. Almost as if every life has its limit. Even the eons are not truly immortal and will eventually reach the end.
Let me ask you one more question.
Yes.
Friend?
No.
So, a sweetheart?
Oh, miss, whatever gave you that impression? The individual in the coffin is neither friend nor relative. Let's leave it at that, shall we? I think we've all had.
Ла-ра-римс, ла-ра-рамс.
Looks like someone's hurt.
Wait. Let's think before we act.
Think? What you mean?
Silent but deadly. Locha, let's charge in together.
What happened to...
I've only got 2 hands. Please, I'll wrangle you a prize for your brave.
Enough.
Дають затестити персів. Ну тут прямо, слухайте, не впопад по стихіям. А цей чувак буде танком-хілером, він прикольний.
Don't hesitate.
Так, ну добре, треба це роздавати.
You! Receive divinity.
Хілер. Танк.
The truth of life and death. Beseech. It's but a vision.
Красива ульта. І пацика.
Sorry, I didn't see any blood, so I thought you were okay.
My motor is broken. Are you a Cloud Knight? Good.
Locha, silent but deadly. I'm afraid we have to delay things again. This lady is one of the judges, I'm sorry. If I'd known, I wouldn't have got you to come with me. You'd probably be there by...
I happen to have some medical knowledge. Perhaps I...
Oh, it's just... she's a puppet. I think we should just take...
Don't worry, Miss Sushan. Leave it. You might get an aching or numbing sensation, but it shouldn't be too painful.
It won't work. My body is mechanical.
Be it mechanical or organic, we're still dealing with composite substances. I just hope you'll tolerate my...
How... Oh, what kind of...
Abundance.
Very good. We, no longer, as a judge in the employ of the Ten Lords Commission, I am forbidden from interfering in the affairs of outsiders. However, seeing as I came to address the root of our crisis by arresting a fugitive, a Stellaron hunter. This villain possesses exceptional swordsmanship and wields a divine weapon. Data. If it hadn't been for a strange accident, my wakes...
Strange.
Come with me. I've never seen anything like it.
You know, even eons can be killed. That's right. It would be impossible, but then I didn't bring you Lon the Permanence, Drilla the Beauty, Anna the Order, Tazeronth the Propagation, Akivili the Trailblaze. These names were once known all over the universe. Now they've all but disappeared, leaving behind only. Currently, there are 3 ways an eon can perish. 1. Paths with overlapping concepts will eventually collide, and the broader path will engulf the narrower one. That's how Enna the Order was assimilated by Sheepe the Harmony. 2. In a war between eons, the stronger side will annihilate the weaker one. That's how Tazeronth the Propagation fell. Under the guidance of the Hunt, the Xianzhou too are engaged in this process. As far as I know, the predecessors of the Alliance were the Elixir Seekers. They searched for Yaoshi and longed for the blessing of immortality. When they eventually found the Eon, but immortality turned out to be a curse for the Xianzhou. That's when the Hunt appeared, firing an arrow and felling the ambrosial arbor. Ever since, the Alliance has followed the Hunts in pursuit of Yaoshi. What do you think? They're the kind of stories that folks on the straight and narrow would never. Hold on.
Oh shit.
Let's go, Blady. 2 more places to visit.
Прикольний тип.
Did Kafka escape?
If what she said is true, we won't have to.
Hey, did she brainwash you?
Did she brain?
Wasn't this the dead tree Qingque showed us earlier? How did it grow all of a sudden?
Amazing. Absolutely amazing. Even the long-lived might not witness something like
Such extraordinary energy.
Mr. Yang, do you mean the Stellaron is making...
Yes, the Stellaron the Cloud Knights are searching for.
time well spent.
Ага, це якраз ця движуха.
Unless Kafka deceived the matrix of prescience.
Stay calm, Diviner Fruit. The matrix of prescience does not lie. The logic you have laid out concerning I agree there is a hostile external force at work on the Lofu. The Stellaron didn't appear out of thin air. Someone managed to sneak it onto the ship. As for the culprits behind the Lofu's internal strife, I believe we are dealing with the so-called disciple. Kafka's revelations confirm my suspicions.
You... General,
The moment the planter of the Stellaron revealed himself, the Xianzhou has the blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter, and only another Eon Emanator would be capable of sneaking onto this ship without my knowing. We are dealing with an extra... The Stellaron corrosion continues to flood into the ship, and yet it bypassed both the seat of divine foresight and the shackling prison. There is forethought here. Our enemy must have had access to Lofu intelligence for things to unfold in this way. It is evident that the Stellaron hunters aren't the ones behind the curtain. No. As soon as I set eyes on Blade, it was clear to me. But why is he? Nevertheless, Lady Fu, your intel means the puzzle is more complete than it was before. These Stellaron hunters are a captivating group. Such lengths to get the...
General, we must retain all urgency.
It's the Stellaron. No need to search high and low. The traders have planted it in the ambrosial arbor's dome, thereby causing the tree to grow once again.
Every crisis is a turning point. A problem is easier to resolve when you know it. Am I coming up with a plan again?
Of course. I'm sure you have a countermeasure at the ready, Master Diviner.
From my perspective, convening the Cloud Knights is our immediate priority. We must head into the roots of the ambrosial arbor.
As ever, the Master Diviner's omniscia provides for the fastest solution. However, sometimes speed is not everything.
General,
Well,
you're a scoundrel.
pulling up the grass requires removing the roots. The disciples of Sanctus Medicus have chosen to make their move now, which means the Cloud Knights have the situation under control and the traders have run out.
You've been sitting on that this whole time? How will you justify the loss?
Please, Lady Fu, I still have forces to deploy. We were in need of extra hands, and the Stellaron hunters were kind enough to bring us together with you.
That massive tree is suddenly... It's my fault. I had higher expectations. Please, we can't keep getting them to do everything for us. Since when did we run out of people? Why are you... Do I need to remind you, General, that the Ambrosial Arbor's access point is a closely guarded secret?
A violation of the rules and regulations. I would like to remind you, Lady Fu, that the Xianzhou comes before its rules and regulations. All the more so in times of... As such, I am about to make a decision that runs counter to those rules and regulations. Decisions plural. Lady Fu, I hereby issue you with the military tally. The Cloud Knights will be under your control. You will act in concert with the other forces in the approach to the... You've been eager to discover for yourself what it is to be a...
You've never given me the opportunity, and now suddenly...
As for our astral friends, I hereby formally welcome you all to join our operation to seal the Stellaron. Lady Fu will deploy the Cloud Knights, but I would like you to set off in advance. Take a shortcut through the Artisanship Commission and convene with Lady Fu further down. This is no order, honored guests. I'm merely stating what needs to be done should you wish to help us.
You've never really seen us as outsiders, huh?
Miss Tingyun, I would like you to continue to serve as a guide for our astral.
Oh, of course, General.
To the Divination Commission.
A step forward bridges no distance hence. The Ambrosial Arbor was felled thousands of years ago. Now it returns to life. The future of the Xianzhou. He really is a delegator at heart, isn't he? There isn't much distance between the artisanship and alchemy commissions. I'm afraid the star skiff is ready. I still have important tasks from the General to attend to. Go carefully, all of you.
Wait! Master Diviner! Can you divine our fortunes for us?
No need. My Omniscia has seen that your journey will be auspicious. Everything will proceed smoothly.
Are you sure? You don't need to use a crazy device or do more...
Well said. Thank you for your assurance, Master Diviner. Onward.
До речі, там за кутками були сундучали. Ні.
Look at all the people gathered here. Not a good day for commuting on the LaFu. The Artisanship Commission delve should have suspended operations after the Stellaron corrosion began. Why haven't these people taken stuff?
Maybe the Artisanship Commission are just more dedicated to their work? The Divination Commission's diviners aren't exactly a hard act.
At the end of the day, work is work. You need it to live. You know, March, adults forget what relaxation means after.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Just speaking from the heart, that's all.
That's it! First you arrive out of the blue, then the General recruits you to the cause. It's like the stories where Imperial still. It doesn't look like they're rolling out the red carpet. We might be. The Artisanship Commission is full of workshops, building state-of-the-art mechanisms, and craftsmen designing brand new periodically stirring up trouble is part of their tradition. Entire buildings vanishing into thin air. It seems like the craftsmen are too afraid to go in. But they have nowhere to run to either. We should take care.
Either way, we'll have to go in. Let's ask around first.
Another locked gate.
A warm reminder, benefactors, that the Artisanship Commission. Our law states that trespassing into the Artisanship Commission can result in a prison sentence of between 300 to 500 years. Serious violation. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm simply suggesting you ask the craftsmen to see if they can provide an insider. Like, it seems more than a little reckless to charge in when we don't know what's ahead of us.
no ordinary Yunsha. I was thinking, so what if it... Well,
As expected, if I hadn't still...
Master Gongshu... Oh, are you guys Cloud Knights? You're close. Sorry this crisis came during your trip.
Yeah, you just need to tell us what the trouble is. General Jing Yuan pulled out all the stops to get us here.
You mean the General invited you? Is that a joke? There's been a serious incident in the Artisanship Commission.
You misunderstand, young sir. We genuinely want...
Waiting around, that's what. We ran away. Please, if you plan on living a little... There's been some kind of botanical... I don't get it. The Artisanship Commission focuses on the mechanical. We've got nothing to do with hydroponics or accelerated growth. The worst thing is, my master is Master Gongshu is the most experienced craftsman in the Artisanship Commission. So when the incident happened, he dragged me, Zeming, and Yuncha to see. I need to wait here for the Cloud Knight so I can...
Why did he run back?
His research data, I just heard him shout, "It's gone! We lost the furnace!" By the time we realized... Anyway, you said you're here...
100%.
You don't have to believe us. The Astral Express doesn't shout about its achievements.
In that case, if you find my master, please bring him out.
Don't worry, young sir. Your master's safe.
None of us would be able to graduate this year.
Let's go. I think this botanical disaster. It must be the Ambrosial Arbor. But what about the furnace his master mentioned?
The Stellaron facilitated the resurrection of the Ambrosial Arbor. The severity of the corrosion.
Look, the roots are coming up through the ground. I'm afraid we... So you are afraid of me? Oh, Elixir! Oh, Star, with these trailblazers, your blessing! A sharp scythe needs targets.
What the fuck, bro? Так.
Upon commission grounds your feet do tread. Stay away. If you come any further...
Hold on. Let us explain. We're not...
What excuses do you have? Surprise me. You're just passing by. Stumbled in. Door wide open. Within commission grounds, it was an evil spun by hands unseen, unknown. No longer. If the security mechanism can teach you a lesson, these robots will. Golden cloud toad, illumination dragonfish. Are you all right? Wake up! I raised you like my own flesh and blood! really have to destroy my little...
You didn't want to listen to us. We were here to rescue you and you started a fight for no reason.
How does the reputation of Gongshu Liang, the smelter extraordinaire, proceed, one?
This guy's pretty deluded for a...
We're passing through on our way to the Alchemy Commission at the behest of General Jing Yuan.
Really? The General sent you? Then this must be a mere misunderstanding. But there's not much I can do to help. The Artisanship Commission was suddenly taken over by some evil tree demon. It seized our most It's a dark and powerful entity. The robots. It was like they gained consciousness. They were moving in a circle around it. But then, I couldn't just run away, knowing what lies sealed in the fur. I'm sure General Jing Yuan must have believed wholeheartedly. Means I know of may yet serve your fight.
Дивний сет, не можу по звуку визначитись взагалі. Так, що тут у нас?
Look, this is one of the Artisanship Commission's prototypes. The shifting... Good thing I got the students to take it out and make a few adjustments. You all saw the Jade Gate on your way in, I assume? The shifting screen works in the same way. It connects two spatial coordinates in ways that laymen... Indeed. With limited range and energy costs aside, to every starskip soon...
You sure about that? Even our trailblazing space anchors sound better.
Thank goodness you take the time to perfect these inventions, Master. If not, the Skyfaring Commission would have become...
Ordinarily, I could have used this beauty to teleport you thither, but through earth and air. How observant. You would make the Commission is more than a match for Mother Nature. Oh, piteous tree, who think thy... This is the first thing that came to mind when the tree demon attacked. It's a mechanical device codenamed the Illumination Chest. I invented this weapon for the Cloud Knights. It's incredibly...
Let me guess. Limited range? Energy costs?
Every light has its shadows. But this is more than enough to deal with it. And then... Ignite. Fire.
Це вже більше на Гіншин схоже.
Very good. The master reveals the door, but the apprentice must walk through it. Seems like it worked. All right, there's no time to lose. Hurry through the shifting screen to the opposite side before the break.
Тю. Де моб? А, все, бачу. Що він там? Привіт. Пігнали.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Oh, Star, give these trailblazers your blessing. Who will it be?
That's better. Who's next? Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. Time well spent.
Руки, ноги. Там з руки. Руки не принципово, вони однакові, ноги. Окей. Так, тут вхід з іншої сторони, я так бачу. Сундуки просто не викупаються, реально.
Look, the ambrosial arbor's roots.
No! They've encoiled the Artisanship Commission's boat. Help me, dear young friends! Let's hack them away together! We can't let the roots...
Веселий тіпочок.
It's changing.
Oh shit. Це вже цей?
kind of monster is this?
Це вже, я так розумію, новий світовий бос. О, у нього дабл, привіт. У нас команда просто йде, не можна. Добре.
The lucky one today. Everything is ordained by the stars. Oh, profound secrets of the stars.
Тут основне в ручному режимі не втикать, коли ульти заряджаються. Фізухи немає, давай. Ну ми не будемо поінт витрачати. Да, тут треба загрити. Да. Так, давайте корінь шотнемо. Не шотнули. Просто. Блін, 1 HP.
Time for a shot. Now time.
To the finish!
Він сам працює.
It's guarding the ambrosial arbor's roots and the furnace.
Don't mess with me! I'll free you from your chains! Disappear among the sea butterflies! Illusions of the past! Let me end your misery.
Воно хиляє чи не хиляє, я не знаю.
Who's next?
Я не ту кнопку прожав. Блін, він хиляється. Зараза хиляється. Вогонь, да?
A gift from the stars.
Треба щити пробивати.
What a heck!
Naughty children, don't listen.
Добре, тоді ультець.
Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Saving me won't earn you any favors. Savor the vigor of it.
Lance at the ready.
А у нього 6 поінтів, да, давайте. Q. Блін, двічка. Знову хиляється.
Lance ablaze. Flaming lance.
Треба було...
Forward.
No matter how much damage we do, it just heals itself.
We'll have to retreat for now. Follow me.
Да, він хиляється. Жорстко. Жорстко хиляється.
And no wonder the Xianzhou is so scared of the abomination. Miss Tingyun, are the long-lived species on the Xianzhou all like this?
I'm afraid this ebon deer was likely birthed by the ambrosial arbor as its guardian. It shares a close connection with the arbor's roots. Most living...
As long as...
I wonder. The ebon deer seems to heal itself instantly, but perhaps it's drawing that power from elsewhere.
Yeah! It can't heal if we take...
The monster only seems to be active in the vicinity of the arbor. Let's look around and see if we can find anything.
So the General asked you to head to the Alchemy Commission. The Artisan Ship Commission had no choice but to halt operations once the tree demon appeared.
Це новий якийсь. Ні, це ті ж самі, мені здалося, що якийсь інший супротивник.
Спасибо, ми старались.
Who's the lucky one today? Oh, profound secret to the stars.
Так, прискорення, будь ласочки. Незвично тепер. Не той ритм.
Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. A sharp side needs targets.
Young friends, I have a suggestion. Why don't we...
Any thoughts, Master Gongshu?
When the deer...
Great observation, Mr. Gongshu. It's amazing what you notice when...
I'm only an artisan. As Mr. Yang said, the deer monster is likely drawing power from somewhere in order to replenish itself. I'm certain. Precisely. You remember how we untangled the shifting...
You're right. Those roots never grew back.
Not only that, its reaction suggested we'd hurt it. Perhaps that's on.
Take hold of your weapons, young comrades. Let's raid.
Так, де цей... А? Стоп. Цей запускається. Там є ще один. Цей не крутиться, тобто по любасу. А, ну да, все.
See? My theory was correct. Keep going.
Keep going. Спочатку тут. Угу. Це Оленюка там, да.